Hi guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing a very special piece of gear. Right here I have an SADF 3-2 Battalion sleeping bag. Now before I get started, I'm going to give you guys a quick overview on 3-2 Battalion. It was a special operations group within the SADF, or South African Defense Forces, and it was in service from around the mid-1970s to about the early 1990s. They mainly saw action during the Angolan Bush War, which ran around from the mid-1960s up until the late 1980s. And during that time, they mainly conducted missions behind enemy lines. Now, while they were out in the field, they usually wore their own camouflage and they were issued their own gear separate from the SADF. And some of that gear included the sleeping bag, just right here in this stuff sack. And it's in the SADF 3-2 Battalion Summer Variant camouflage. Now, I got this one on eBay for about, I believe, under around $80 or so. Anyway, so as I mentioned, it comes in this nylon stuff sack, which you can open and close with a drawstring right here. And yeah, I'm just gonna take it out. I'm gonna show it to you guys. So before I get started, here's a closer look at the stuff sack. Anyways, here's the actual sleeping bag, also made out of nylon. So overall, it's about around 6 feet long or so, give or take, and has a few layers. The first one is this nylon baby cover, also in the 3-2 Battalion Summer Variant camo. And the top of it actually doesn't have a hoodie, it's just an open top. And it comes with a YKK zippers that I also added some paracord pull straps, and they run all the way down up until the bottom part of the sleeping bag. Now, when you open it up, you also have another layer inside. It's in nutria brown. This is either polyester or nylon, and it's in a twill-like pattern. I don't know if you can see it. Let me close in on it. Alright, so second layer, and right here you also have another zipper, which you open up, runs along the entire inside the sleeping bag. And in here you also have it's almost like a blanket, pretty much the same material as a poncho liner, and I believe it's also made out of nylon. It's the warm material, it's what keeps you warm. And also have some snaps right here, which run all along the sleeping bag, and you could easily take off. And in here you can also see the nylon baby cover. So yeah, this is pretty much the inside layer of it. Alright, so I thought I'd take out the inner layer. And as you can see right here, it's about almost like a blanket. And it's actually about this, like I said, it's very similar to a poncho liner. Here I have the layer, and you have an actual poncho liner. They're about the same material, the same size. They're both very thin. They also have the same inside material that you would find in a poncho liner. The only difference is that instead of having these little strings like a poncho liner would, it does have these straps, snaps, which you could attach to the inside of the sleeping bag. And obviously it won't attach to a poncho, but anyway, also the poncho is very lightweight, very soft, very good nylon material. It does have this dark nutria brown edged nylon, and it has these snaps running all along the edges. Alright, and so here's another shot of the inside of the sleeping bag and the nutria brown layer. As you can see right here, it's all laid out. I completely opened the zipper, and one of the things that I was looking at is that if you unzip it all the way, this could also work as a good ground cover or maybe a ground sheet. Just lay your stuff in here, and yeah. As you can see right here, we also got the zipper, which also runs along the inside of the sleeping bag, and again also reveals the bivy cover made out of nylon. Anyway, you can see right here I also added a pull strap made out of paracord, and here's the one last look at how it looks like on the outside. So yeah, there's really not much to it. It's a pretty simple design. And lastly, here's another look at the stuff sack. There's really not much to it again. It's made out of nylon. It's only a single layer. Has some stitching running along this side, all the way down to the bottom. Also has a drawstring right here. Secure your sleeping bag. And yeah, it's pretty thin, it's pretty flimsy, nothing special about it. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Alright, so before I end the video, I thought I would give you guys my last thoughts. Now overall, this is a great piece of kit. I especially love the camouflage pattern, it's very nice. It's very lightweight. I think at best it weighs around 1 to 3 pounds. It's a great piece of kit. You could easily toss it into your rucksack or your gear and won't add a lot of weight. And one of the things that I would suggest is that if you're going to use this in cold weather, is that you would take a poncho liner like this one, and you would stuff it inside your bag, and for extra warmth. Now, I would advise getting gear like this one, but the problem with 3-2 battalion gear is that it's very hard to come by. It's very rare, especially in this condition. And one of the main reasons for that is because 3-2 battalion was in service from around 1976 to, I believe, 1993. So that's less than 30 years, and by 1989 the Bush War had ended, and the unit left Angola in 1990 I believe, yes. And gear like this started being issued around 1989 or 1990, so about when they were leaving the conflict. So that means that it saw very little use, if any at all. Now, one of the things that I was noticing while looking at the sleeping bag is that it has no tags, no markings at all. And one of the main reasons for that is because gears and uniforms issued to 3-2 battalion operators was meant to be sterile, meaning that if the operator got caught behind enemy lines, the gear or uniform could not be traced back to South Africa. So yeah, that's one of the things that you will see if you buy gear like this one. Now overall, it's a great piece of gear. Again, there's not much to say. If you like this video, please make sure to click like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and have a good one. Later.